Nityananda. My name is Manitya Kailasananda. My guru, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam, is the living avatar, the reviver of Kailasa, the only enlightenment civilization on planet Earth. In this video, I want to talk about how Swamiji has secretly prepared all the Kailasavasis, who are the full-time residents in Kailasa, to survive this huge pandemic attack. For a while ago, Swamiji talked about the upcoming pandemic attack, the pralaya, in his satsang. He described that time not only the COVID-19 would constantly threaten our life, but also our mental stability. Aside from this, various other kinds of attacks would also happen. For example, all the kind of nature disasters and human wars will happen, which is exactly the case right now on planet Earth. If you see the news, you will see big forest fire and also unusual flood are happening in different places. Human beings' lives are threatened largely, but also, most importantly, psychological instability has been happening amongst human beings, which is even worse, which creates not only various kinds of difficulties in life, but also a long-term effect for those people who suffer from mental instability and depression. So all this Swamiji described as a huge pralaya, huge disaster. We as Kailasavasis, full-time residents in Kailasa, have been secretly going through kinds of trainings during the past 2 years, just to prepare ourselves to overcome the tough period that is going on right now on planet Earth, without even us knowing it. For example, I joined the Adinam for almost 2.5 years ago. And ever since I joined, there have been different period of time where Swamiji would gather all of us together in a decided area where we all live and work. So, and work intensely. I remember the first period, we were all moving to the temple area to stay in the temple when the temple is going through an intense construction period. We all work there and live there, even rest there in that limited area. And after that, the second period of time I remember is on the top of our living building. On the top floor, all the Kailasavasis stay in that area on the top of the living building. There we all focus on the digital work, and we work day and night. Swamiji wanted us to become workaholic, so we all sleep maximum 4 hours a day and do spiritual routine in the morning. And during the whole day, we would work with all the satsangs, videos, text, Swamiji's autobiography, the benefit of yoga, for example, all kinds of digital works. That time, and even after that, I remember a few times we have been going through same kind of intense living period where all the Kailasavasis are staying in a certain area and work together and live together. So after going through all these trainings, without knowing even that was training, how I felt was initially I had resistance because of the tight schedule. We work day and night. We sleep whenever we take a rest, take a nap whenever we feel tired. But most of the time, the lifestyle is very intense, and also it's not as how we plan. Like anything spontaneous can happen, and you feel you're under pressure. You have a goal to achieve, and you want to achieve a lot every day. So all the that time, I felt the challenges upon the physical comfort and also the mental strength. Um, However, I believed I had a powerful cognition that whatever happens in Adinam, when Swamiji is giving us instructions, it's only for our spiritual strengths. It's only for our enlightenment, which is only good for us. So I went through all this without resistance. So I felt actually the less resistance I carried inside, the more easier time went, and the more I enjoyed actually the time to work intensely. So if I look back and compare with what human beings are going through right now, it is exactly the strengths from your inner space, the conscious strengths that human beings have to be able to overcome all the kinds of threats and the challenges from the outer world. No matter if it's some news of death or some news of nature disaster, or it can be a small thing, but if you can't have a stable inner space, if your inner space is too weak, you feel like life is too overwhelming, and you fall into depression by avoiding the reality. So this is what is going on in the human society. Many people fall into pandemic fatigue. They fall into depression, and they do suicidal behaviors, which is really sad. And the survivors are the one who have strong inner space. So Swamiji has prepared us for not only this pralaya, but also any future challenges and difficulties that can happen in our life. Once you have a undefeatable, strong consciousness base, then doesn't matter what happens in life, you're always the winner. You always stand tall. You never complain, but you always enjoy life as how it is, instead of falling into delusion and feeling life is too bad, or falling into uh, uh, the victim mood and so on, which is really, really harmful for ourselves and for people around us. So just by realizing this, I have so much gratitude towards my guru, Swamiji. His love is the most intense and unconditional, and the most correct way of loving, to make us realize we are Paramashiva, to make us stand tall and declare in front of life that doesn't matter what life gives us, we are always enjoying it. We are always the winner. So by sharing this, I only want to tell the world uh, two things. How miraculously Swamiji can foresee what would happen in the future, because he is the incarnation of Paramashiva. He is the ultimate existence of life. And also how he beautifully gave enlightenment and completion to his disciples. So following the Guru Vak, be integrated with your Guru, is the key to success. Even protect your own life. So I strongly want to express the gratitude to my Guru and inspire all the people. Doesn't matter if you're a disciple or you're only a listener. Swamiji is the ultimate existence on planet Earth. Please don't miss the chance to be with him. This is the only purpose for us, enlightenment. And also, to achieve enlightenment, simple attachment and integrity to the Guru. This will be the key for your survival and your success, your happiness, and your enlightenment in the future. Thank you for listening to my story. Nityananda.